Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my Ben Reacts. Very sad news. It seems Kobe Bryant, at age 41, has died in a helicopter crash, taking his 13-year-old daughter Gianna with him, and about seven others, as it has been reported. Now, I didn't know the man personally, but I remember liking his basketball abilities very much. Um, I wasn't a Lakers fan necessarily, but I appreciated what he did for that program and how good he actually was. I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest basketball players of all time. You mentioned Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant would be probably right next to him. LeBron James will get there if he isn't already there. For some people, to me, he's already there. Um, but anyway, I didn't know the guy on a personal level, like I said, and I only know him on a professional level. We got to really consider that there are people who knew him on a very personal level. I mean, to his surviving daughters and his wife, he was a father and a husband. And they're mourning in a very different way. Now, we as the public who don't know a celebrity on a personal level, it's different for us. But for those who knew him personally, it's much, much worse. That doesn't mean we can mourn in our own. That doesn't mean we can't mourn in our own way, and we can't be sad about this because we indeed can. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm reminded of another celebrity that died a few years back, named, and you might have heard of him. He's a very famous actor named Robin Williams. Now, Robin Williams was an actor who I greatly admired, and I would have said he was my favorite. His death affected me greatly because I couldn't comprehend why someone with such credits to his name, winning an Academy Award, all these things would take his life, and he's just suddenly gone. And I imagine to those who were good fans of Kobe Bryant, much more than I was, in the general sense where I just look at him as a great basketball player and I didn't really get into the NBA very much while he was playing. I actually stopped kind of watching when Michael Jordan quit because that was my era. But when I think about it that way and I take into context of how others would view him that actually were considering him maybe their favorite basketball player of their lifetime, you compare it to the Robin Williams example I give, I understand how they must be feeling. And there's nothing wrong as a member of the public to feel a sense of loss and mourning over such a great legend such as Kobe Bryant. But let us not forget his daughter, Gianna, also died, a 13-year-old. And I don't have kids myself, but I try to imagine how terrible that must be, for somebody to lose their child at such a young age. I mean, her mother survives her. Imagine how that's going to make her feel to lose one of her daughters alongside her husband. It's just incomprehensible. And as I said, there were other lives lost too in this helicopter crash. Their families will be mourning. I think it's important to remember that life can often be short. We don't always, all of us, get to live into our 90s or hundreds. Sometimes, tragically, life is cut short. So it's important to remember that. And if you have people that you love in your life, always reach out to them. Always tell them that you love them. And never, never, never take life for granted. Because it can be tragically cut short sometimes. And not even the celebrity among us is immune from that fate. Death is not a thing with prejudice. It doesn't dispose of only the unknown people. It comes for us all eventually, and sometimes in these tragic moments like this. And while the investigation is going on, we'll find out more about what caused this. It doesn't remove the sense of tragedy that many of us are feeling in our own way about what happened. I mean, the man was only 41 years old. He's only 3 years older than me. And his daughter was only 13. There was another young kid on this aircraft, as far as I know. There was a head coach of a baseball team, a minor league team in the state of California, I believe. And I don't know any more detail than that because I just kind of glanced through the article that read off the names of the people that were on there. But I think everyone that was on that helicopter deserves at least a moment of silence and consideration, because things like this tragically happen, but they shouldn't. Everyone should be afforded the opportunity to live as fullest of a life as they possibly can. Life isn't fair sometimes, and these things do happen, though. But just remember, like I said, don't take anything for granted. Live your life to its fullest and appreciate those you love around you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.